It's your boy Odak Real STL Music in the building once again. Artist spotlight today, just a nice little sit down. Got one of the hottest, greatest young talents in the city right now in the building. What's happening with your bro? Introduce yourself to the world.
Oh yeah, man. My name is Rocky Maverick. Rocky Maverick, man. Straight out of downtown St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? So born and raised here. You know how it is. So I know how it go. Ins and outs.
Look at it. He said Rocky Maverick, like two powerful names.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah.
Like the name came from like back in the early 2000s. I was calling myself a rock star, and so like everybody started using the rock star. I don't know if you remember the party like a rock star.
Yeah,
like that. So I'm like, man, I got to change my name up. So always been a big fan of the Mavericks, Dallas Mavericks. Always been my squad. So that's how the Rocky Maverick, people's already calling me Rocky for short. So I'm like, I gotta put something else with it because Rocky kind of, too common. So we went ahead and put the Rocky Maverick together. I was saying it, I'm like, you know what, that sound catchy, sound like it'll work, and it stuck. So
man, real talk, real talk. Ooh.
That's exactly how I came about.
So let's talk a little bit about who you are. As an artist a little bit, and just a little bit about just you as a person.
Man, like one of my first times when I knew I wanted to start writing and doing music, like my mom, like the first CD she bought me was East 1999, my Bone Thugs.
Yo, your OG bought you that?
OG bought me.
Shout out to your OG.
Yeah.
Wherever you at, OG.
Yeah,
shout out to you.
Yeah, she's still good, man. We still good, man. Yeah, so she basically she bought me a boom box too. So she bought me the boom box with the CD. So that's when my first love of music happened. And then like when I got into like middle school, high school, Eminem was popping. So I could relate to a lot of the stuff that he was talking about. Not the mama issues, but more just like dealing with people trying to bully with me because I was the only kid, you know what I'm saying, came out of private school, then had to go to public school. So dealing with stuff like that, having to fight, get suspended, dealing with a whole different reality of just education and being in the public of kids that I wasn't around with at first. It was like a whole different change. So I was just going through those type of things, and when I saw that you can actually just talk about them in any way that you wanted to, I'm like, this dude like getting straight personal down to the T. Like, so I just thought it was dope. I thought his poetry was hard, and so that's when I first started writing rhymes. And my best friend was already writing them, and he was looking at my poetry like, bro, you gotta start rapping. Forget poetry, do rap. I'm like, okay. So started doing it, got better, and then as I got on to college and stuff, like I was murdering it. So I rapped in her stove. That was one of the first places I opened up and did a concert with Crime Mob. That was when they were out. Yeah, Crime Mob was dope out. And so I opened up like a homecoming there. And so that's when you just start seeing people like you, like what you do, appreciate what you do, and you're like, okay, maybe I'm actually good at this. So that's why I got the confidence, and yeah, I'm going ahead and try to do this. Step out.
Man, that's serious. You talked about the poetry, which is a given when we talk about stories and we try to really articulate our deepest passion. So poetry is clutch, and is a lost art in the world of hip hop just being talked about.
Yeah, exactly.
I think everybody is a poet, but
just
talking about it. Like, bro, you are a poet, bro.
Thank you. I mean, the origin of it, you know what I'm saying? Because, that's definitely where it started. Like, I even had got publicated before, and that was when I was young. I'm talking about, like, 15, 16 years old. I didn't even know how big of a deal it was. I just submitted something. They're like, oh, yeah, we'll put you in this book.
Wow.
I'm like, oh, okay, and sent it to me. And then years later, my mom like, dude, they put you in a book. Did you get any royalties off of it? Or did you? I'm like, I ain't know nothing about none of that. I'm like, nah. So, now that's what I'm saying. So now it's like a whole different ball game. Now, like say, doing music or doing what you do creatively for a hobby, it's great, it's cool. But like at this point now, I'm trying to push it to an upper echelon. Like I'm putting my hard-earned money into promo, high quality videos, high quality sound, music. Trying to make a brand that once you hear my music and you hear my name, I'm gonna give you a specific type of thing. Like okay, he gonna bring that. You know what I mean? So
Perfect.
That's what I'm trying to solidify now.
Perfect, and that's what I like to hear. you're working on your brand, you want to develop as an artist to really make some noise. You know, the greatest thing about people is we know how to, you know, if you got a smooth jump shot, or you know how to go to the, you know, to the lane and go to the hole and go with your right, but your left is weak. We gotta, you know, in life we just tend not to work on our weaknesses. But if you work on your weaknesses, like your boy Kobe did,
Come on, man.
you'll be great. What is one of your weaknesses that you'll be focusing on this year to try to make that body game solid?
You know, being that I'm a family guy, like I don't have any kids yet, but I am married. So, you know, like I'm real grounded. So yeah, very black love, gotta love it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, married, so a lot of the times I can be out on the scene more, making connections, getting to know people. You know, even though the internet is a powerful tool, you know, sometimes you can get stagnant because you see your numbers going up. You know, you got thousands of views, you know what I'm saying? You get hundreds of likes and comments, and then you're like, okay, well, I'm working. But in reality, you're really not, because if the people don't see you, they can't be personal, you know what I'm saying? If you're not out buying drinks, you know, accepting drinks, kissing babies, you know, all of that. Yeah, you gotta be out. So that's something that I'm trying to work on, being out more and doing that. One thing that I was working on a lot was my stage presence and doing more shows. And over like the past 6 months, I've done like 4 or 5 shows, and my performances have gotten like crazy great. So that's something that I sharpened up on right now that I'm feeling real confident about. But I gotta get out on the scene more. Like I said, I gotta be seen more, get with the DJs. You know what I'm saying? Even when you like, man, okay, I just went out to eat with the wife, I just went to a movie like that. You at home, you know, you're sitting on the couch, you're like, man, okay, look, I really don't want to go out to the club, but I'm gonna go out. You know, just mingle for a second, go ahead and put it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like that. Because the more you're seen, the more you know. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be out here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you gotta be out here.
Yes. You know what? Hot Streets 105.1. I just want to, you know, throw that out there to you, those young men, that young DJ crew over there. They left that corporate America type of style and went and formed their own squad, their own team.
Wow, I never heard it. Yeah. 105.1.
Yeah, man, you need to.
I'm tapping in, definitely.
Okay. A nice network of people. They got the concert scene on lock on the DJ side. They keep us buzzing with the latest and greatest of the music. I mean, it's a great staff over there. Okay. So that's something you probably want to tune into.
Definitely talk about that, yeah.
But let's talk about the meat and potatoes of your art. Your favorite song that you've ever done. Then now that you go back and you be like, man, that's trash now. Because we're all.
Like, you know what? Oh man, that's funny. I didn't even know you was gonna go there when you did. It was like, yeah. You know, I think as you're an artist and you grow, when you all so now, where I'm at now, you can look at something from like 10, 15 years ago, you be like, okay.
What was I talking
like, yeah, you know, like, yeah, okay. I thought I was good as I was today, but I really wasn't there yet. I was still trying to find it. You get what I'm saying? Like, even when you ever had like an ex or a friend be like, hey, bro, you sound dope now. I was like, shit, I thought I was dope.
Okay.
They're like, oh, no, bro, you done got better. I'm like, well, but when I was doing it then, you said I was dope. Yeah, you was cool. But you know now, though. Like, okay, yeah, so I got a song like that. It's actually on YouTube. I had just came across it because I got a whole different page. Then I had typed my name in, then another page came up. It was like something, and I pressed it. And it was like old video, and I pressed it. I was like, oh my God. I need to find the account number and delete. Like, no, smoking little bitty skinny ass blunts. I'm sorry, I don't know if we can curse on here, but jeez Louise. I'm like, oh no, we need to find that. Yeah, so yeah, it's like that. And every artist, I mean,
behind the scenes footage we're gonna give you. You gotta go straight to the website to get to get the address so you can go view and you make the decision of whether he was.
It's gonna be night and day. You know, I mean, you saw the video that you saw that
Real
made
talk,
you go to me
yeah.
like, hey, that's dope. It looks nothing like that. Nah, you know, no HD. You know, I got a Cardinals jacket on, but it ain't the one that I had on in the other one. That was not. No.
But that's what's up. That's that's that growth.
Yeah, definitely.
That's that growth and that process that you're talking about right now. A weakness that you want to lean more on is networking more. So at that time, you really probably wasn't networking. It's good as an artist though. I do photography and I go back and look at some of my pictures like, man, I swore this was the best shoot and it is trash.
Man, yeah. You know, I was just at an interview yesterday. We was talking about artists who, make bad, like people who think their music is bad and they just think it's so good. Like, like people can't be convinced of it. I'm like, man, you gotta realize as artists, whether we're taking photos, rapping, painting, or whatever, we be sensitive about our stuff. You know what I'm saying? We really put your time, your blood, sweat, and tears into something. So I'm like, yeah, that. But then you also have to be real with yourself.
Right.
Maybe that's why they say be humble. Cause in rap, you can't be too humble. You gotta have a little ferociousness to you. You gotta have a little competitive fiber. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
sir.
You get caught up in that, and some people get caught up in that and they lose themselves. So. Definitely want to be humble, so know when maybe that didn't work out the way so, yeah.
So excellent. So talk about your latest single right now that's popping with the visuals.
Yeah, man, prove it. Basically, shout out to my producer Trappistine. He's the one that produced the song and most of the album. At the time, I wasn't even in the headspace to make music. I was just on my family stuff, stacking. I had just bought a home and all that stuff like that.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And my guy was like, man, he was getting back on the scene because he had been down and out for a little minute. And so he was like, bro, I'm back on the beats. He like, what's up? Let's work. And now I was purchasing beats for him at first. At the time, I'm like, you know what? I'm really not even doing the music. I don't know if I want to just be spending all the money I was on beats and stuff like that. He was like, bro, we didn't make so many records and all that. They like, man, we need to just be working. He's like, I just seen you stuff. So I'm like, okay. So he sent the record over. I was like, man, okay, dope. So usually when I create, I try to find a melody, the right melody to the hook, and then once I get it, I go. So that's how I created it. I just drove, got the melody, got the vibe, knocked it off, talked about some real stuff going on. Because obviously it's a banger, but it's also got some real bars in it if you listen to it. You know what I'm saying? Even from the beginning of me spitting on it. So it's something to digest. It's dope. Yeah.
Yeah. So talk about the overall process to give upcoming artists the opportunity just to learn how you go from start to finish to actually just making an actual song.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's just funny because when you first start, you just be writing or whatever like that or whatever. So and then it's all about your creative process, because what's been dope is like now that I've been on the scene and networking a lot, I've been working with a bunch of different artists. And what I noticed is no artist works the same. All these artists, they work in so many different ways. Their brains work different, the way that they process how the song go and what they want to do and what they want their beats to drop and how they want the song to go. So me personally, I try to work on the hook first. Your hook is the, it's the thing you're gonna hear the most on the song. Now some people get so caught up in the hook that when they get to the verses, they don't put that much, work into them. But yeah, so basically, I mean, that's just basically the start. Like, if you're an upcoming rapper, you're like, man, I want to make songs. Like, always keep you a pad around, because you never know when the creative, mind may come. Some people create differently. Like Jay said, he was on the block, he was just rhyming and thinking stuff in his head and holding it. me personally, I smoke too much ganja, so I can't keep stuff in my head. I have to have me a notebook, so I got my phone out and I'm jotting down stuff. I throw a high line, I put it down, and I might be able to repeat that and make that into a hook or whatever like that. You might even be riding and hear something that's a sample, you know what I'm saying, to get inspired. So just, you know, always just be ready to create because it can just happen anymore. You know, that's the best thing I can tell.
Yeah, so go ahead and drop wherever you're gonna be at. Drop all your social media tags. Tell them where they can find you. If you got any merch available, yes. Let's get that in there. You know, let's get that in their homes and on their back.
Not sure when this will be coming out or when it'll be people will see it, but definitely 314 day. There's an artist by the name of Sadie. Sadie is high.
Sadie.
Oh, you know Sadie?
Yeah,
Sadie's dope. I got a record with Sadie.
Oh, yeah.
So she's got a show that she's headlining. I'll be on that show for 314 at Pops. It's gonna be dope. The CD gonna be out. It's gonna be nice. Also, Frost Money, his birthday on May the 2nd. That's gonna be at Diamond Balance out in St. Peter's. Yes, my arms reach along, so I'm going over across the water. Go ahead and get that done. You can definitely see me there. And my music's everywhere, man. Spotify, iTunes, YouTube. Apple, Tidal, you know, you name it, it's there. You know, you click it. Please click it. You know what I'm saying? Come on. Instagram, Rocky Maverick 41. Facebook, Rocky Maverick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Man, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate you. It's all love from Real STL Music. Rocky Maverick is in the building. Please take a look at him. Go out, shop with him, listen to him. When you at work and you're going crazy and you just need to even get crazy or you need to mellow out a little bit, Rocky Maverick is on the scene. Yes. Come on, man, let him blaze through. Let him take that melody and put it in your heart and your mind. We out of here.
Yes.
Raw, real talent.
Yes.
Rocky Maverick, Real STL News.
All right.